Well, greetings all, welcome back, episode 3 of the SR250 build. We're motoring on quite nicely at the moment. What updates? The last video I said it was Wednesday, that was a lie, it was Tuesday. It's now Thursday today. So I've had some bits come through from Flea Bay. Let me show you. Got a second-hand centre stand. Didn't want the stand, of course. Just wanted this pin, which was the one that just get in my bag. This is the one that went through there. That was welded in on the other one. I had to cut it out. So that's what I need for the brake pedal. That attaches through the bottom of the frame. So that's sorted. That's a bit of peace of mind. And my hoop came for the frame, so I've done a bit more delugging on the frame. And check that bad boy out. Looking nice. So it's obviously not welded in at the moment, but I've cleaned up all the gump from the bracketry that was on the backs here, so they're just nice clean tubes. They go up to about there on there, so I've slid it down to there, so it's almost, I think it's about 10 centimetres there of tubing in there, so it's pretty nice and beef. And then I'll probably brace along there to mount the seat, but I really like the look of that. Get the whole frame in, shall we? Yeah, so there we go. So it's starting to take shape now. Still got to dress those little areas by the shock bolts, make them look nice. But the frame is really getting there now. I'm really happy with the way the hoop's looking. That's going to be well nice. Yeah, just need a set of balls here, don't you? But there we go. So that's that. So what is today? Is it forks? Is it wheels? Is it engine? Not sure. Let me have a think about it, and I'll get back to you. And today's winner is the engine. So yeah, I thought I fancy giving this a bit of a clean up and sorting out. There's a few things niggling me. So I've cleaned all this shit and crap out of where the front sprocket was under the clutch cover. So that's looking much better. I mean, it's not super clean, but then again, you know, a front sprocket's going on there, and in this section here is just where all your chain lube and stuff's going to go. Took the starter motor out, and there was one strip bolt there as well. So I've got that one, the sump bolt, and the exhaust bolt to tackle next. So here we go. Right then, let's get started. Put some rags around. Now the plan is, luckily this bolt goes sort of, it doesn't just go into the engine, it comes out the other side on this where it sits. So in theory, file that flat and punch it, drill it, and then get it all to fall out and put a new one in. Okay, boys and girls, quick video on how not to tap a thread. As you can see, where I've drilled it out now, and I'm just running the tap through, a little bit of 3-in-1 oil in there, but I'm obviously getting to the point now where I'm hitting the clutch, so I'm not going to dismantle the clutch to just tap another couple of mil of thread. So it has been started straight, so I'm gonna just use that adjustable spanner. There's an adjustable spanner holding the camera, but I'm just going to use that. Keep tapping the thread. Actually, I'm going to put the camera down now for the rest of that, because I want to use both hands. But yeah, there we go. Let's see if this is going to work. There we go. Problem solved. We now have an M8 thread, which goes in beautifully. So, no worries. That's that one done. One bolt, strip bolt down, and 2 to go. Or, well, not stripped, well, not yet, but that's the ones. But cool, that's that one sorted. Right, you next. I actually wish I'd filmed that one. That was one of those little triumphant successes, you know, that you think, it's not going to work. But yeah, this the oil sump plug and strainer on this thing, which was completely and utterly seized, and the bolt was rounded. So I think someone's obviously tried to get it off before, rounded it, and it's not really worked. I actually ended up, I'm probably not going to be able to get this socket off, but I've ended up filing each, because it's like a hex nut, each edge of that down a bit until they're sort of, you get rid of the roundness of the corners, so it's sharp again. Which it was slightly smaller than, what's that socket? Oh, I don't know, man. Is that Imperial? 11/16? Whatever. I don't know what that is. I had to hammer that bugger on because it was still slightly too big. So that was really almost an interference fit, which is why I'm probably going to say goodbye to that socket. But I'll try kicking it off later. But yeah, put that on. I've strapped it to the workbench because it was just lifting, and then good big breaker bar. The little bastard's moved. Look at that. There you go. Oh, right. Well, I won't undo it anymore because oil's going to go everywhere. But let's. That's 2 down. On a win. On a win. Oh, if they were all this easy. Oh, result, man. Three of these strip nuts that or bolts on issues sorted. So oil's all draining out. And that little bugger's out as well. Hey, fantastic. Brilliant. What a result. So far, so good. What next? Right then, let's see if we can have a bit of fun with the forks. Time to disassemble them. Then I might try getting the older studs out, although God, they look like they're really welded in. But yeah, let's strip the forks down first. So start off by getting in that bugger. Loaded gun. 4 o'clock comes out. There we go. Incidentally, I'm just putting them back in the bottom clamp to hold this pipe whilst I undo that. because it twists otherwise. Okay, so shocking the bolt at the bottom of the forks, just giving it a quick hammer to free it off, didn't work. The whole damp rod was turning, so I had to come up with this method to hold the damp rod still whilst I take it off the top. But yeah, quite a simple thing really, just a bit of threaded rod holding the vise, and that's probably not going to focus very well, but I think it's a 14mm socket you need to get in there. I haven't got 14mm, and this is the only threaded rod I've got. These are 17mm bolts, so I've just stuck it on the grinding wheel, taken it down to 14 there, and just tapered it out on each side. And then I'll put you down here. On there, so that's holding that. It's been a little bit of home bodgery with toolage today. There we go, easy peasy. Pulls off. Some sludge in there. Okay. Managed to drill these two out. That hole's tapped. Let's start cutting this one. While I'm doing it, I have a confession to make. On the other fork leg, I was drilling them out. I thought, did I have a set of those easy out bits? I haven't used them, I'll give them a go. So I put one in, and it snapped right off, and that stuff is made of really hard metal, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get the fucking easy out now. Dickhead, should have just stuck to the plan. Sure, I've got a shitload of copper slip when these get back installed. Reinstalled. Got to sort out that other one there, that's just going to annoy me. Can't just have one. God, why did I put the easy out in? Fucking idiot. As soon as I started, I just knew that's going to snap off. Don't trust it. One. Right, the fork legs are pretty much stripped down now. I managed to get that broken easy out by just drilling a load of holes around it and bringing it out. What I'm probably going to have to do is fill the hole there, either blob some chemical metal, or maybe I don't know if you could plug it with some alley weld and then re-drill and re-tap it just because it was just a right old mess. So yeah, a little bit of a failure on that one today, but never mind. I should just not use easy out. I did the other 3 in seconds, so stupid. But onto the frame, and so I've cut and not completely finished dressing them yet though, but cut the backs of the frame here, and I've just decided to lob an inch off the back here before the hoop. So I'm just using my trusty pipe cutter and measured out an inch off each side, and just to shorten it up a bit. So let's put it down. Beautiful cuts. That's better. Right, well, I think that sort of brings it to a close today, end of episode 3. Got a fair bit done, so that was quite nice. Yeah, so the frame now is yeah, an inch shorter on the back, so it's probably about 1.5 inches shorter than the stock frame was. Not super dramatic, but I think it will just, you know, sort of stubby up the rear end, so to speak. So that's kind of ready to go now. So I've just got to get that welded on, and yeah, that's it. So you probably can't see in here, but I mean everywhere, including me, is covered in this dusting of grindage and dirt, and yeah, every surface is just filthy. So I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up in here now. As I've done, I think, all the grinding we're going to be needing to do, so I can afford to have a bit of a clean up. And that brings us to the end of episode 3. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And episode 4, probably start having a look at these wheels and the drum brakes. So until next time, thanks for watching.